Woo! Here we go. Friday,
Yeah.
April 10th.
Yeah. I love it.
Is it April 10th or is it March 41st?
Like April 10th, March 41st. I think that's what we should do. That's a great idea. You know what? I think the whole world's changing, Aaron. I think we need to change a few other things too. I think the whole dates should be changed. I think we should change time as well. Why not? Everything else is like changing.
How are we going to change time?
Well, time is depicted on the clocks, right? So instead of time, it should just be sunrise, sunset. No time.
I like that. I like that.
I don't know. Maybe that's how you're going to meet someone. But back in the day, it's like, you know, they look to the sun when it goes down the mountain. Let's meet then. you know, when you feel hungry before the sunset, that's when we meet.
Sunrise, sunset. Well,
sunrise.
We're gonna continue this time discussion, but right now it's time to get this show started. Let's do this thing.
Yes. I'm still looking, Casper. It's the lighting.
Time.
It's always the lighting, man. Always the lighting. Wait.
You're gonna figure it out. That's what happens when you're shooting a live show.
There you go.
Let's do the live shows. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Work From Home Network TV. This is Wingmen to Greatness. We're your hosts. My name is Aaron Smalls. That's JayJay. And Work From Home Network TV. It's a online platform that we put together, and we're creating and we're inspiring people, and we're getting that positivity going and getting that energy out there to you. And this is just one of the shows that is on that network. So make sure you guys tune in, facebook.com/Work From Home Network TV. But like I said, my name is Aaron Smalls. I'm a host, I'm an actor, I'm a DJ, among a lot of other talents. And hanging out with me, my counterpart here, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to JayJay.
Yeah, what's up? JayJay, all the way from Australia. I live in LA, and I am fire.
Fire.
I'm fire. That's all I am.
Love that.
Says, you know, you should use this. What do you do? Whatever it takes.
Whatever it
takes. Who am I now? What do you do? Man, whatever now. I'm a different soul, man. Different. I woke up with a bit of I woke up this morning, Aaron, being insecure. I sat light in bed and I tried to visualize where I need to be, and I couldn't go there. And I sort of had a shower. I was sort of like went to have a shower, and then after I got out of the shower and I was doing my, you know, my structure for my hair, because this is the selling, and I played a video, and that video made me go boom.
What were you insecure about?
Yeah, what was gonna? It's, you know, things aren't. Because I'm starting again, man. I lost everything 3 weeks ago. I lost everything. 3 weeks ago, everything stopped. Money, events, opportunities, everything. So
that's a big phrase you're saying there. You lost everything.
Yeah.
From what I just heard, you lost work and you lost money. What else did you lose?
I lost my mind.
You lost your mind.
Yeah, because someone got a knife and chopped my legs out. That's it. They didn't even give me a chance to plan. I lost my mind. I didn't have any sense of like where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. I had an idea. So I was like,
what you just said though, does life give us that plan? Does it ever say, hey, I'm about to throw a wrench in your gears?
Yeah.
So get ready. Does it do that? It doesn't really do that. So how have you been adapting since then?
We adapt. We're a chameleon. We're the chick from X-Men. You know, the chick, that hot chick from X-Men, not Phoenix. What's her name? Come on, she's hot. The shapeshifter. what's her name? No, come on. We're not moving past this conversation until we get. Sorry.
Mystique is
Mystique, that's right. Yeah, she forms.
Jennifer
Guys,
Lawrence.
I lost everything 3 weeks ago. Everything, like, and what is everything to me may not be everything to you. But I lost all my finances, which is for a lot of people. I lost all my opportunities. I lost my career. I lost my direction. But I have to start again. And the universe, and I've said this to Aaron, on a personal phone call, but like the universe has given us all a lesson right now, and they've done this. It shook us out of our own conscious.
Yeah,
it's like all the planets got together, Jupiter, Mars, all the the 11 planets. They all came together and said, "Listen, Earth, what are you doing? What have you done? You know what? Go to your room." And we're going to take away all your toys, and you got to figure it out. No toys, no Xbox, no PlayStation, no fun. And you're going to cry, and you're going to be uncertain, and you're going to be annoyed, and you're going to blame everybody else until you figure it out. And that's where we're at the moment.
I love that you said 11 planets.
Is it 11?
That is fantastic. Is it? There are definitely not 11 planets.
Is it 9?
But we're not astronomers.
We don't know. There's always a new star in this world. We found a new star. Well, you could have told us that. Anyway, but the point of the story is I lost everything. I got put into a position where I'm like, I can either do 3 things right now. I can do nothing.
Yeah.
I can complain. I can do nothing and I can complain and get annoyed at everybody else in the world. I can sit and wait it out, or I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to do anything I can, whatever it takes to figure this out. I'm going to use all my resources. I've got my energy, I've got my time, I've got my knowledge, I've got my mind. Who can I talk to? Where can I go? What can I do? What can I say? It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be, I've been feeling uncomfortable. I had to start again. I'm starting on the Thursday, the 12th of March, I got off stage with 350 people of businesses that are leaders in my industry who make over $5 million a year. That's a high caliber of an event. That's a high caliber of people. That was my last event before I went like that. Now I'm back to basically I've gone from living in the castle, Agrabah, and then going back to Aladdin on the street like a peasant. With
and it's all perspective. I love that you use that movie as an analogy.
I love that
because when you go through that movie, what was the most important thing? He thought he had to be a prince. He thought he had to be all of this. He thought he had to live up to these expectations. But just him being authentically who he was.
Yes.
That's really what mattered. And I think the biggest thing about us, and that's why I love doing the shows, it's it really is like a therapy session for us. And we're just kind of sharing it with the rest of the world of getting it out there.
We're just doing a live FaceTime.
But that's what this is. It's a live FaceTime.
It's like an open door policy.
It's like a live FaceTime. I'm gonna actually talk about that. That's funny. Yeah. But it's one of the things that we say here on this network is sure, the world is going crazy right now and people are losing, quote, everything, but we can't panic right now. We do have to pivot and we do have to make other opportunities for ourselves. And that's where we are right now with this show. We aren't panicking, we're pivoting. And that's why one of our biggest hashtags is pivot, don't panic.
Yeah.
Because when you panic, when you freak out.
Like that. Pivot, don't panic. I'm like, wait, let me get my phone to write this down. All right.
You're scattered. Yeah. When you panic, you're scattered and you're looking at everything and you can't focus in on what you need to be focusing on to take those small steps to succeed in a situation that you're in.
Yeah, I love that.
So I love that we've pivoted and we've created this kind of a show. We've created this kind of a platform that we can still get that knowledge, get that information out to people and still be able to inspire people inspire people and motivate them to their greatness. So I love that. I love that about what we're doing.
We are wingman to your greatness. We are wingman, you know? And I think with what we've said before, I think this is what's going to tie into what we're talking about today, Aaron, right? About listening to your gut, listening to your feelings, listening to whatever this is inside of here and going, I feel this. What is this telling me? Why do I keep feeling this way? And when you go against it, you know, you'll be surprised. But when you go with it, you'll be surprised, sorry, what can happen. And when you go against it, it's like, probably should have listened to your gut on that one. So Aaron, let me ask you this. Like when I say listen to that sense, that gut, that feeling, like what does that mean to you?
Actually, this is the first thing that I thought of when you said that, listen to your gut. My assistant called me the other day and she was like, you always know how to like help me out of these situations or how to motivate me ahead and get me out of this stuck place. And she was saying that she was feeling stuck and she wasn't feeling motivated and she didn't know what her calling was, like what she was supposed to be doing or what she really wanted to do or what she was really good at. And I was like, well, there's two different things. There's your gift and then there's your skills or talents. There's a lot of things that you can be skilled and talented at, but they may not necessarily be your gift. Your gift is what you do the best with a minimal amount of effort. Hosting for us is our gift. It's what we do with a minimal amount of effort, and it's amazing. When you see a singer or a painter or whatever, they do what they do effortlessly, and you think to yourself, "Oh, I could do that," because they make it look that easy. And I said to her, sometimes your gift, you don't find it. It chooses you. You don't choose what that is, but that's your gut. You feel it in your gut once you know, and it clicks, and it's an all-encompassing embodiment of what that thing is, and it just makes your heart sing. And that I think is what listening to your gut is. It's that feeling of like, this is right. This feels very right. It scares me, but it scares me in the right way because I know it's right.
Yes, yeah. And you got to take the jump and you got to take the risk, you know? And I think that's also listening, allowing yourself to be listened to. You got to allow that whole feeling to take over your body as well, right? Now, there's a difference between an itch and a bite, and then like you can feel a presence. It's a different aura. Like you just know. And I give examples of this, and when I coach people, it's like, have you ever been into a restaurant, or have you ever been let me give you this. When you meet someone and you just don't feel it with that person, something's off.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that his breath? Is that his look? Is that the vibe? I don't know. There's a bunch of things, but usually what I find when I talk to people, there's a presence, you know?
Yeah.
Now, we can go off on tangents on why that is, and maybe that's your own goggles, you know, you're sort of maybe judging someone, or you're prejudiced or racist or sexist. I don't know, whatever the reason of why you don't feel them. But let's take it away from an emotion, that human, to more of a place. They go into a restaurant. And I'm extremely good at this because I think I've just wanted to be really good at self-awareness. Go into a restaurant and let's say I'm on a date, right? And I can remember a few times around the world, and you walk in and I'm like, I don't feel this vibe. Usually when I go on a date, it's a date when I'm like, let's go grab a bite to eat, rather, because I'll know where I'm going. I'll know the place is a good vibe. But I walk into a place and I'm like, yeah, this isn't good. She's like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, nah, it's not. The vibe isn't here. She goes, it's great. It's a beautiful view. Like they got seafood. Like I saw in the reviews, I said, yeah, but I'm not feeling it. We got to go. Like, it's just, you know, and I'm like, what is that? What was that vibe? You know, maybe it's my own expectations of what I want from a place as well. But like, you know, the point of the story is not about why it wasn't good, but like what I feel here. I can feel it without even knowing it, you know? just these things aren't adding up. It just doesn't now amount, you know? And the same thing with it. And this is another great one too. You know, and let's take it away from dating right now.
Say that one. You broke up a little bit. Say that last part again.
Who you work with people. Another great one is when you work with people, not who you date, because love is blind sometimes, and likability can obscure your judgment.
Yeah.
Right. So let's not go down that track. I think we could easily do a love and dating show. That would be super great. We'll your Wingmen to your greatness, dating, finance, business.
Stacking up the shows, just stacking up the shows right now. Just
exactly. Yes, man. We can be basically the Steve Harvey, the ultimate Steve Harveys. Like Steve Harvey cut into with Clark. Like Steve Harvey cut into more handsome, and there are two of them. No, Steve Harvey. Sorry, age cut in half, more talented, more skilled, more knowledgeable, and you got two. Boom.
Two for the one.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
They come in as one, and they go, "Oh my gosh, she's great." And guess what? We got another one. Like, boom! They put that down. There's like another
salad right there. Another one.
So it comes the same thing, and I'm such a big believer of this of like people you work with. Now, I'm not saying this, Aaron, because I like you as a bro, but like this hasn't been hard, has it? We haven't worked together before.
Nope.
Like we haven't been working together for 10 years. I haven't known you for. I think I've known you for maybe a year. We haven't even met. Should we tell them?
We haven't.
No, because I got connected through someone else, and then your name came up, and I reached out to you. I remember the first phone call where I was actually in LA, but we haven't met. But it's been easy, right? Why is that?
Because it's those energies. It's what you were talking about. It's being able to feel it.
But what those reasons are, I'm not 100% sure. I could try be Mr. Psychologist and figure it out, but I feel right here. So that's great. And the same thing when you work with people, as you said, business, let's talk about business, but like when you're working with the people, when you're working with someone, it just doesn't feel right. But you need to also look into it a little bit. And sometimes, as I said, your gut can be masked at the beginning. Like, are you in a bad mood? Have you had enough water or food throughout the day? Like, your mentalness can block the gut feeling. But if you're completely in a good state or in a welcoming state, and it hits you, like you'll feel it. You know, interesting. Your subconscious will tell what do you call that? Your subconscious will tell your conscious mind. Is that right? Yeah, sub to conscious. Whatever it is, it will tell you here, and you won't process it as a word. It's like it will just add onto you like a piece of plankton, like a shark, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's going to happen again? But it will sit there, but you won't even think about it. Then something will happen again, and then for some reason that will activate the thought again. You'll be like, in a second, like it's a bit weird. I don't know. And it depends on how many times you're ready to feel that, or how quick you are on or basically taking that knowledge in and filling that with your with what you're feeling, if that makes sense. Like it will process, and like you'll start to know, and you go, yeah, I'm not feeling good. This is not right, you know. And then you may the thing is this: it's getting to a point where you're so good at being self-aware, and your gut and you have an amazing relationship, like the best. Like you're basically communicating with that feeling. And then what happens, it's like we've said this before, when you start going, oh, really? Like, I really want to work with this person because I know they could help me build this, or like, you know, you see how that mind's changed now? Now you're looking at from a what I want, or what else could I get? But your gut's saying no. But, oh, really? Like, gut, really? You just got to let it be. And then you hear something later, a month later, a week later, they screwed this person, they did this, or they're not a great person. You're like, what happens when you start allowing these things to happen? The next time that happens in a different situation, you don't even question. You go, no, and you just let it be.
So let me ask you a question here, so I can, because I want this to be kind of pointed and focused. We're talking about listening to your gut.
Yes.
And you mentioned one of the easiest ways to listen to your gut is self-awareness. So how do you get in tune with your self-awareness?
That's a great question. How do you get in tune with your self-awareness? Is start to write out what you feel. Feeling is okay. Feeling doesn't make you weak. Especially now let's talk about like men. Men have been told in some cultures, especially in my culture, like you don't share your feelings because it makes you a pussy. It makes you a wuss. It makes you girly.
Yeah.
You keep blocking those feelings out, you won't feel anymore. You'll be a rock. And then what will happen one day, the rock will be cracked and then you'll break. You'll just fall apart.
So allow yourself to feel those feelings.
Allow yourself to feel and voice those feelings. Why are you wrong to voice how you feel? Like, yes, this is where you have wingmen in your corner to like nudge you back in the corner and go, okay, you're being a little bit of a weak boy now. Let's go, right? I get that. There are some people that sit in the weak state constantly, but then it's like you have two extremes. You've got like the people that sit there all day, and then you've got the people that never even go there. You sort of want to be that, I hate this word, but it's like balanced. You want to be in a place more, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to change my language. You want to be a place of more feelings. Because you're going to allow more. You're going to experience more. You're going to feel more, see more, hear more. Okay. How am I feeling today? Why am I feeling this way? Interesting. Have I felt this way before?
Yeah.
And then you use that to your advantage. And like, I want to be wrong. Like, it's not like I'm right. Like, anyone tell me right now who's watching or comment on this video underneath or anywhere on this video, like, tell me when your gut has proved you wrong. I can't give you an answer. I don't know. Because it may not be my gut's proving me wrong. You know what it is? Here's another great point. Sometimes you want to say it's your gut telling you not to do it, but what you're actually saying is no. Your gut is actually saying to do it, but you're scared. Oh, no, it's not right for me. No, it is right for you. You know, you feel it's right. You're just using your gut as a block. You know?
Yeah.
No, it's right because you got to push through.
So so you're listening to your gut. You start to get self-aware of those feelings.
Sure.
But once we've acquired that skill, or we've gotten better at that skill, oftentimes we fight our gut. We fight it and we don't listen to it. We go, I want to listen to it, but that's not what I want to hear, or that's not the answer I want. So how do we address that competition that's there?
Well, so then once again, let's go back to write all the feelings out. What are all these feelings you're getting? Put them on the paper. Put them on something so you can see them. Let's give an example. Let's say you're trying to work with someone, right? You want to partner up with someone. Okay. Someone says, hey, what's this guy like? You're like, yeah, he's good. Okay, what else? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't work that hard. Like, I feel like I'm doing more of the work. Okay, write it all out. Write every emotion you have out. Okay. Then this is, once again, this is where your wingmen help you. Okay, great. There's ways to sort of analyze this. All right, great. So you've got red and you got black. It's like we're going to play roulette, right? You got like two areas for roulette, red and black. If I gave you $100 right now, no, so if I gave you $1,000 right now and you had to make a decision, red, you work with him, black, you don't, what do you choose? And they choose red. Okay, cool. All right, so what you're telling me right now is you feel great. You're feeling good, okay. But there's some ums, there's some buts. Okay, great. But generally, your gut says, feels good. Okay, great. Or it could be the other way. Oh, they can make me a lot of money and they would help me get to my next career because, you know, they have all these contacts, but I just don't feel like, I don't know, I don't feel it. I don't think I just know that I know that they won't probably be better for me down the track. Okay, so we got the roulette again. Choose one. What happens if they weren't if there was no value of what they could bring you in their job? What about them as a person? Well, no, then that's not for you. Really? Yeah. Because these little things, these little things they'll get you, like they might be able to get you it. Great. Like they could probably get them get them to you faster. But would you rather be with someone that you like, it's easy, you get along, you can communicate, that you want to do great things with, you want to go long term? Or do you want short term little bits and wins, and you'll get them and you'll get all the things, you'll make money, but what happens if something cracks, or what happens if something's not congruent? So once again, your gut says this, your mind says that. Go do it. It's fine, but just know what could happen. And what we're doing right now is seeing every avenue. It's like, it's not playing the safe move, it's playing the correct move. The safe move now is the person that you get along with, and you know what I'm thinking this whole time, actually? A manager. Let's give it context. A manager. So you've got a manager, you're an actor, right? You've got a manager that's new. You got CAA. You got this big top guy that he was introduced to you, the best guy in the game, one of the best guys in the game. So you got the she's new. She makes you. She's not really that well established, but you like her. You like her energy. You like her heart. You like that she's driven. She gets back to you. You got CAA, doesn't get back to you, like very black, white, boom. But if you give him the things he needs, he can put you and get you a deal. Right. So it's these things. But then at least you're doing something too. This is where we're talking about taking action before. It's like, don't play the safe card though. There's difference between your gut telling you to like feelings and then, no, my gut's telling me not to do anything. No, it is. You're not listening to your gut. You're listening to you're listening to what's the guy, remember? The fear monster.
The fear monster.
Yeah, that's not your gut. The gut and the fear monster have completely different relationships.
And you had said this to me before about fear being an acronym. I don't remember what you told me that it stood for, but it was an acronym: F, the E, the A, the R. What was that? What was that acronym that you had for fear?
Fear is false evidence appearing real.
Yeah. Say that one more time for him.
Fear is false evidence appearing real.
Wow. That's strong.
So you're putting these ideas and thoughts in your mind which haven't happened yet. Even me saying that, as I had fear this morning, you know how stupid that sounds?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna walk downstairs and I'm gonna be hit by a car. How do you know that? Well, I've heard it hasn't happened. Yeah, but it could. Where are you going to right now?
Mm-hmm.
We're just walking downstairs. It's like the people there is that movie with Ben Stiller, and he does the probability of like chances of dying, like insurance. It's these people that are constantly in a state of worry, concern, the feeling of if everything failed today, rather than what happens if everything amazingly happened today. Like that's it's called the half glass full concept. But like, what if, instead of what if I fail, what if I could achieve? That's, oh my gosh.
Gotta love that. And that ties into this comment. I threw it up there a second ago, but I'll throw it up there again with what you're saying. Liza jumped on and she was saying that's a great perspective. And it's something that it's so hard to do, to get your mind to think about the positive versus your mind thinking about the negative. And I'm not saying it's bad to think about the negatives and to be able to prepare for those, but a lot of the times we dwell in those and we stick in those instead of finding the solutions and the remedies and how we're going to deal with those problems. So yeah, that's so true. I like that.
And it's what I love about it, I need to start to write these things down, but like just our language, and we should talk about language probably another time, Aaron. And I'll bring on a guest too. She specializes in language coaching for high net worth people. So typically like people that are making a lot of money, and I'm not saying it's just net worth, that's her market. And she actually changes their language and the way they think, and it can like open up a whole nother world. But I think we all can hit those different stages. So instead of like, what if I fail? But like, bro, what if you hit? it's like makes me cry. It's like, oh geez, yeah. Like just change that a little bit. And then you see their eyes go to a different place. But the thing is, you've got to I love asking that question to people when they're at a place of like, you've got to have them in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
Like they're so completely focused and you're looking down the lens like this, right? And they say, well, Jay, like, what happens if I fail? And you say, yeah, but Aaron, what happens if you hit? And then it just boom.
That's strong. I love that. I feel like we should stick the landing right there. That was
yeah.
That was great. That was great right there.
I'm on today because I woke up. Someone gave me the feeling of belief. I needed the belief from someone this morning, and I got it.
I love that. I love that. If you guys are just tuning in, we're going to kind of give you a quick summary of what we've been talking about in the past weeks. We've talked about limiting beliefs. We've talked about mindset. We talked about confidence. We talked about so many different things. And today we've been talking about listening to your gut.
Yeah.
So, JayJay, if you could go ahead, kind of summarize what we talked about today and give the people out there your final thoughts before we wrap this up.
Yeah. So, guys, really important with whatever you're trying to do, wherever you're trying to go, whoever you're trying to be, you need to listen to your gut. And there's a difference between this and your whole aura. And you know it, you felt it before, and you'll feel it again. But instead of listening to more about this, listen to more of your whole being. And then start to do the things that your gut's sharing with you. Because it doesn't tell you, because you have to be the one to make that jump. Listen to your gut and start moving towards that kind of feeling that it's giving you. And I promise you, from the 30 countries I've been to, from the people I've interacted with in my life, from the things I've done, I'm not better. Aaron and I are not better or faster or stronger. But I feel like if you're more self-aware and if you listen to your gut, magic will happen.
Yeah. Truth coming at you there. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. This is your Wingmen to Greatness. We're on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, coming to you guys, talking out our issues, our problems, our concerns, our motivations, our thoughts, our inspirations, and we want to share that with you guys. So share it with a friend. Drop us a comment, whether you're watching live or you're watching the recap video, and we're here for you guys. Coming up here on Work From Home Network TV, just want to show you a couple of the things on the schedule here. As you can see, our main shows, Wingmen to Greatness, that's what you're watching right now. Power Hour Live is coming up right after this. That is our anchor show for Work From Home Network TV. Let's talk about it on Tuesdays. Biscuits and Gravy, which is about movies and a full discussion on your favorites and all that jazz. It's a very, very fun show. They're giving away money on that show for
Where's the chicken? Where's the chicken in that? Biscuits and gravy and fried chicken. Don't you?
Oh, you gotta watch the show in order to understand those guys. We've got happy hour coming up later on tonight, and of course, April 10th, April 11th, today and tomorrow. There's some feature items for you guys to check out. But once again, my name is Aaron Smalls. Over there, that is JayJay, and we are your Wingmen to Greatness.